Next is the working of the government. The media are an important section of the society and play a crucial part in the functioning of a government. During press conferences, reporters ask the responsible minister as to what is being done about certain problems. The media play an important role in the formation of public opinion. So now they are talking about the working of a government could be not only just checked by opposition but also media plays a very important role. Media means all those channels, the TV, the radio, the newspaper, etc., who look after and keep a check on the working of the government. So they keep a well informed public, they keep the public well informed, and they also act as a check so that the government works properly and adequately. After the heated debate in the assembly, the health minister called a press conference. Large numbers of reporters and editors from newspapers and TV channels were present. The minister explained the reason for the outbreak of the disease and steps being taken by the government. He also explained the measures being taken to augment this water supply. The reporters asked several questions one by one to clarify certain points. The minister tried to put the blame on the previous government. He was supported by his secretary, who also explained certain points. So now they tell you that not only the media, but after the media is called upon in the earlier heated conversations between the MLAs, the health minister was blamed for this epidemic called diarrhea, and for that he called up a press conference means where people gather and the public platform is given where they could put up, the press could put up the question, the media could put up the question, and the health minister answered and proved his point, how and what work he is doing to stop the diarrhea and other epidemic which has broken in certain constituencies, and also to look after the affairs, how he had managed. Apart from this, we see the working conditions at the state legislature. That means the law making body at the state level. It works on two legislative assembly, that is Vidhan Sabha, we call the lower house, and the other is legislative council, that is Vidhan Parishad or the upper house. Now this is elected by the people directly, whereas these elected members choose these members and they are elected indirectly. The members are called MLAs. Here the members are called MLCs, that is member of the legislative council. Then the tenure is they remain in the office for 5 years, whereas they live for 6 years, and maximum membership would be 500, minimum would be 60. So that means 500 members can be there in a bigger a bigger constituency, like maybe a populated and a large state like UP or Rajasthan, etc. They will have more number of seats in the constituency because the area is divided into various parts. So the number of seats occupied by them could be 500 maximum and minimum 60. Now here they are telling you that it is a permanent house, is never dissolved. Now these six, after the tenure of 6 years, it is not that this whole house will be dissolved. Partially, 1/3 of the members retire every 2 years. After every 2 years, 1/3 of the members are retired. Supposing there are 9 members, so 1/3 of 9 would be 3. So every year, out of 9 members, 3 members every 2 years they retire and they are replaced by new members. So it's a process which keeps on going, and that this house never dissolves, never comes to an end. Whereas this house dissolves, legislative assembly dissolves after 5 years, fresh elections are held in the constituency, and the working is done. Then only 6 states have a legislative council, and the names are Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Jammu and Kashmir, Karnataka, Maharashtra and UP. I would like you all to please check it in the Google whether they are still there or there have been changes, because this is not the latest edition. Now coming to the other one, state executive. Now this legislature means the law making body. Now once the laws are made, it is necessary to be seen that they are executed also properly. So executive means laws which are enacted. Now the body which enacts those laws, ban to gaye lekin unko karayega kaun? So it is the work of the executive to implement the laws, to make the people follow those laws. So The topmost is the governor, followed by the chief minister, then council of ministers. Then there are various civil services at the state level: chief secretary, secretaries of department, deputy secretaries, under secretaries, directors, deputy directors. And another, they are the cabinet ministers, ministers of state, deputy ministers, etc. The civil servants are appointed by the Union Public Service Commission, UPSC. You should know the full form of this. And State Public Service Commission, SPSC also. Clear? So with these two charts, this chart and the chart given here, you are supposed to draw them in your copies, civics copies. Please see that you do this. Now coming to the next part. Next day, all prominent dailies and TV channels reported press conference. After a few days, the chief minister, along with the health minister and the local MLA, visited the affected area. He promised to soon set up a committee to examine the problem. The committee would report within a month. The government would take necessary steps as per the recommendations of the committee. The chief minister is answerable to the public. It is his duty to keep people happy and healthy in his state. The chief minister monitors the functioning through various departments like the public work departments, health department, agriculture department, education department, etc. The minister in charge of the department is answerable to the chief minister for all activities related to his department. So now in the legislative meeting which was held where the health minister was blamed, he called up a conference, a press conference. Later on the next day, all this was published in the newspapers and various TV channels were showing the clips. Then chief minister also took part and he had to keep a check on the health minister's working. The local MLAs also visited the affected areas and all the promises were made, reports were made ready, and the committee was set up to look into the matters in detail, and that committee was told to give the proper detailed examination and hand it over to the authorities concerned. Then they are also telling you that the chief minister, who's the head of the state, is answerable to any and every work which is going on in his state. So it is under him, he can summon the various departments, maybe the public work department, the health department, etc., and can ask them questions whenever needed, even if the people in charge are not from his particular constituency. He looks after the affairs of the other constituency heads' problems also. And then the department heads who are from his own party members, they take charge and they look into the affairs and they draw the final working conditions. Then the chief minister in charge of the department is answerable to the chief minister. Whatever problems are there, chief minister will put the queries in front of him and he is supposed to answer them. So in this way the state government works along with the help of the council of ministers. With this we come to an end of the chapter. Thank you.